is cool, but it's going to be a hot day. Just like life. You don't go by what's there now. What's there now is all important in terms of experience. But what's there now is not an indication of what's going to be. Definitely not. The process of what we call as life, most of the time, except a few nasty mornings, most of the time it starts off well. At least for you, not for your mother. At least for you. Not that everybody's life, something wrong has to happen. Some people have a good deal, some people have a bad deal. With the family, money, careers, business, partners that you choose, children that you bear, and various other social, financial, emotional situations. Some people have a good deal, some people have a bad deal. Good deal or bad deal is not the point. The point is this life serving the purpose of you moving on? Because no matter how much you try to settle yourself into the comfort of what is there right now, there is something within you longing to be something more. No matter how much you think you have given up everything, you renounced, or you become lethargic enough to live in a limbo, something within you wants to be a little more and something, whatever you know best. Either you can keep this longing, just coming to terms with it. This is how life is. Some fulfillment, some frustration, some gain, some pain. These are all the philosophies people propound to solace themselves, to tranquilize themselves, to stay half asleep. You are right now. They pulled you out of the bed and brought you. Even if they're beating the drum, are you fully alive? I want to hear some lively sound. So whenever I ask you, are you on? You say, That's better. So, bad deals can happen, not necessarily because you're stupid, not necessarily because you do something wrong. Bad deals can just happen. It can just happen, you know. A leg can break, a tooth can fall off, head can crack. Somebody dear to do you may fall dead tomorrow morning. Bad deals can happen just like that, not because of a mistake, not because of something. It can just happen. It's happening to somebody every day. Every day. Somebody's having a bad deal, isn't it so? Even if you try to do something very good, even then bad deals can happen. Many people around you claim they know how it will come. They wrote it on a paper, they gave you that horoscope. That horoscope which told you that this was the right man to marry. And in how many ways you discovered? How many ways? Lots of claims about life, but still, what's going to be a good deal? What's going to be a bad deal? In the world outside, you do not know. Isn't it so? You know for sure? So, if you have substantial experience of life, when I say substantial, but most of us, one is not enough. When we are reminded that there has been a substantial experience of life, going through the same game over and over and over again, then you will not long for immortality. You will want to see what's beyond life. Oh, is this because there's something wrong with life? No, nothing wrong with it. It's just that it's limited. But there is something here which does not like the limited. There is something here which does not like boundaries. There is something here which will not settle for anything less than the boundless. In the evolutionary process, you can see from a single-celled animal to all that has happened now, from that single-celled animal to who you are right now. All that's been happening is
sparkling coat illuminates the skin as if reflecting light.
to somehow bring a larger slice of life into your experience. That's all that's happened. Became little more capable to experience life. Not necessarily to do. An elephant can do much more than you when it comes to physical activity. But that's not the point. Little more capable to experience life. Because what is there now is somehow not enough. Pacifist philosophies have been taught to us to make you sleep where you are. Be content with what you have. But it's not worked. See? Early morning bad deal. Somebody's having a bad deal. See? Somebody's sure having a bad deal. Lost your child, lost your mommy. It's not a small bad deal, it's a big bad deal of life forms that this might have gone through. In none of those forms we had the freedom to choose our experience. Even now, we don't have absolute choice to choose our situations. But we have been given the freedom to choose our experience. Whatever kind of deal, the inner deal, they can strike a good deal, a fabulous deal, whatever may be the outside deal. This one huge step of consciousness sets a human being apart. No other animal is able to determine the nature of his experience. The outside situations are good, they're fine. If they're not good, they're gone. But this one is capable of having an inner situation the way he wants it, no matter what may be happening around him. This ability, once this ability has come, if you exercise the choice of being conscious, it's a benediction. If you do not, it is magnified misery compared to any other creature on the planet. No other creature on this planet suffers the way a human being suffers, isn't it so? No other creature on this. If you dangle a little bit of pleasure here, they will run after that. It's only one who is absolutely blissful, who will go straight on the path because nothing bothers him, nothing interests him. He's already in the most pleasant way a human being can be. Now he wants to go beyond, nothing else. Somebody who is suffering today, they say today, Sadhguru, I want mukti. Their idea of mukti is freedom from suffering. No. Mukti is not freedom from suffering. You cannot even seek liberation. If you're in some state of suffering, if you're suffering, all you will see, all you will seek is the sweetness of pleasure and happiness, nothing more. Because people went on talking about or lived their life and made their lives an absolute suffering, that is why this whole idea of heaven is a bloody perverted place. For sure, isn't it? No? You heard some stories about that and how it is? You haven't? It's a bloody perverted place, there's no question about it. No sensible human being would ever want to go there. But the whole world, at least a large part of the world, is aspiring to go there. That's their idea of ultimate, unfortunately. Exaggerated quantities of pleasure. You should try it here. You'll get sick of it in no time. Because always it's been rationed. Pleasure has always been rationed to people. They think larger quantities is going to be better. Have a large quantity of pleasure and see. You will get sick of it. Because pleasure is just a poor substitute for joy and blissfulness. And this whole game of good deal, bad deal goes beyond life. Hell and heaven is just good deal and bad deal. Even when the deal is good, you can still suffer. Isn't it so? Are you not capable? Even when the deal is great, are you still not capable of suffering? So if I export you to heaven, who told you this is not? Who told you this is not heaven? How do you know? Is there any guarantee for you that planet Earth is not heaven? You know, maybe you went through all that hard, bloody world somewhere and now you're in heaven. See, even the women are beautiful. It could be heaven. No? So if you land up in another place, it's not going to be any better. The silly idea they have sold for a few thousand years. It beats me. The power of marketing. Just impossible, you know, the power of marketing. Even a school-going child knows your physical body seeks oxygen, not carbon dioxide. Even a school-going child knows this. But see, they can pump carbon dioxide into a bottle and make you believe that's the best thing to drink on the planet. Power of marketing. Real thing. It is only the Indian farmers who found out the real purpose of these drinks, because they started using it on the plants. Plants like carbon dioxide. It's only the Indian farmers, the Andhra Pradesh farmers, who did the right thing with the real thing. They sprayed it on the plants and they found it works. So, what can be sold to you if the marketing machinery is strong enough? Just anything can be sold to you. And too much junk has been sold to you. All kinds of junk. All kinds of junk. The general description of the heaven is such that I wouldn't want to go there. even if it's real, still it's not an attractive place to go. Many of you married. 12 wives, you want? Not my idea of heaven. So, definitely, this was concocted in a truly perverted man's mind. There's no question. Somebody who is deprived, suppressed and perverted in his head. Only such a man could devise heaven. And unfortunately, uniformly across the world, the general description of the heaven just about amounts to the same things. The numbers vary, of course, depending upon the female population who make it to heaven. But about the same things. So the most perverted in any population, they are the people who thought this up. And because the perversion, when you're perverted,